Hello everyone and welcome to or back to my channel. I'm Isabel and today I'm going to be filming my skincare routine that I do at night to get glowing and healthy looking skin. For the summer, I always want my skin to look like it's glowing from within, and so all of these steps plus eating healthy and making sure you put the right foods in your body and working out and sweating out all those toxins, all those things combined will help you to get glowing skin for the summer. The very first thing I do is I use this, which is kind of like a Clarisonic, but I have like the off-brand version and it's by Conair, and so I just bought this from Costco. And so I use this with my CeraVe hiding, I don't know how you say this, CeraVe, I think that's how you say it, with my CeraVe hydrating facial cleanser. And the reason I get a hydrating cleanser is because I use a topical cream that I was prescribed by my dermatologist, and it's very drying, and so she recommended to get this hydrating cleanser. So that's the first step. So I just wet my face with warm water, and then I take this and I put the cleanser on here. I just do 2 squirts. And then I'm gonna get this wet and put it all over my face. And then I'm just gonna rinse off with cold water. And then the next step that I'm going to do is using my exfoliator, and I use the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser, and this cleanser is really good for clearing out your pores and a light exfoliating on an everyday basis. And this exfoliator that I just used, it's a chemical exfoliant, and so it doesn't have any like beads in it or anything that like physically exfoliate the dead skin cells, but it chemically exfoliates the skin and reveals like a new skin because it triggers the new skin to come in. And then the next step I do is I do my first mask. And I don't do this mask every day, but I do it about every other day. And so I just wanted to include it in this because it's usually every other night, or if I'm not going out that night, then I might do it 2 nights in a row. So this is called the Purity Made Simple Pore Extractor Mask. And it really is a pore extractor mask because every time I use it, you can tell I'm almost done. And I've only had this like 2 months, so I need to order a new one. It really does extract like everything out of my pores. My favorite thing to do is either use it right before I'm going to sleep and then I wake up with like fresh new skin, or I use it before I'm gonna put makeup on and go out because it makes your makeup look so fresh and like you have 0 pores. So that's probably my favorite thing to use it for. My face is already clean. Ew, a bug in here. I'm just going to put this on my already clean face. And another great thing about this mask is that when I use it before putting on all my oils and moisturizers and stuff, it really does help with the texture of your skin, because when you're putting on a bunch of oils and things that are going to make your skin glow, you don't want to have any dirt in your pores or any texture, because that dirt, once you put the oils on, is just going to get stuck in there, and then that's what forms into a zit. So as long as you do something like this, or just a really good cleanser, or cleanse twice like I did, then the oils won't cause any breakouts or any excess oil. So now that I have this mask on, I'm just going to chill for like 10 minutes, wait for it to dry. It does get really dry, so after 10 minutes I will rinse it off. And then there's a bunch of little beads in here, so when I'm rinsing, I make sure that I really exfoliate. So now that I'm done with all the exfoliating, you can tell if I zoom you in, my skin already looks like really shiny. You can tell that there's just no dead skin cells left. Now that all my pores are open and cleaned out and all the dirt is gone, all the makeup residue is gone, I'm going to first start out with a cleansing water just to make sure that everything is gone. And this is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water, and it's really nice. You can use it for removing makeup, or you can use it like I'm doing. I always just do it after my cleansers to make sure I got everything off before I lock all the moisture in with oils and moisturizers. Also, every product that you're doing after the cleansers, you want to make sure you bring down your neck and chest, because the skin on your neck and your chest is just as fragile as the skin on your face, and a lot of people don't know that, and then they end up getting early wrinkles in this area. And I know I'm still young, but I want to prevent as early as I can instead of having to treat later on. Before I put on all my oils and moisturizers, I'm going to go in with my prescribed topical cream for acne, and this is just the tretinoid cream. Honestly, I don't really know how it works. I guess it's just extremely drying, so you only use a pea amount, and then I just dab this all over like problem areas of my face. And basically what I used to have, I didn't really have like acne, but I had just kind of like the blackheads that you get on your nose and stuff. I had that like really deep on my chin, and it wasn't that visible, but she said that it would take like a whole year or like a couple months of using this cream to get it all out, and it's worked really well, but it is super drying. And so ever since I started using this, I've had to use a lot of different moisturizers and stuff. Once I have all that on, I'm gonna spray this Mario Badescu facial spray on, and this one is the one with aloe or chamomile and lavender. And basically aloe is really moisturizing for your skin, and chamomile and lavender are both really calming, and so this can help you like prepare to go to sleep, but it kind of works as like a toner for your skin. And it feels really good. I go in with my oils, and so the only oil I'm using right now is called marula oil. And if you've heard anything about marula oil, it's basically just a really natural oil that helps moisturize and balance your skin tone. It says on here, our marula is 100% pure, wildcrafted, without pesticides, cold pressed, and unrefined like us. And this marula oil is 100% pure, and it's from the marula plant, I believe, in Africa, so it's really natural and really good for your skin. And I always do oils before serums, because basically you want to go thinnest products to thickest, because it just makes sense. If you were to put on a serum that's really thick before you put on an oil, then obviously that's gonna create a barrier and your skin won't be able to soak up the oils that you put on after. So always start with thinnest. So we did cleanser, toner, all that stuff, the thin stuff, and then we're gonna do oil. I just do 2 squirts, and then I warm it up in my hands, and then I'm gonna press it into my skin because I really want my skin to absorb this oil. If you were to just like rub it around, then when you put on like moisturizer and stuff, you're just gonna wipe it off your face. And so you really want to press it in. But this is also when you press it in kind of like a little facial massage to get your lymphatic drainage moving and the blood flowing, which will just help to tighten and firm your skin. And as always, bring it down neck and chest. Next, I have my Overnight Glow Serum from Pixi. I wasn't too sure about this because, I don't know, I just got it from like Target and I thought it might not be that good, but I've heard a lot of good things about the brand Pixi, and I really love it. I noticed an instant difference. In addition to it being a serum, it's also a chemical exfoliant, and it has aloe vera in it, and so when you use this before you go to bed, it's literally like you wake up with baby skin. Okay, and then once I'm done with that, I have another Pixi product, and this is just a glow mist. This is really cool because it says nourishing, hydrating, protective. So basically you can use this before makeup, or you can even use it as like a setting spray and like to make your makeup look dewy, which is really nice. And then you can also use it when you're just cleansing your skin. So I really like this stuff. It smells kind of weird, but that's just because it's basically just argan oil and propolis, so it's kind of like a serum and an oil mixed together. Finally, after we're done with all of those oils and serums, I'm gonna go in with my moisturizer. This one is also the CeraVe, and my dermatologist also recommended that I use this because it's a drugstore, like really good and hydrating moisturizer that will help with the dryness. This one, we don't press in, we can just rub this all over the face. And for as good of a moisturizer as this is, it's honestly really lightweight. Like sometimes I wear it in the daytime too, even though it says PM. And now I sometimes forget to do this, but an eye cream is also important just to prevent wrinkles in the future, which I know some people think sounds crazy, but right now, being a teenager, I'm exposed to a lot of sun, and people say that when you're around 19, it's the most pivotal time to start preventing, apparently, like before you get into your 20s and before your skin starts to age. So I just take a little bit of this and take it on my ring finger. You've probably heard this before, but your eyes are really delicate. I put it under and on my eyes. And I'm gonna really lightly pat it. And then the very last step is just to moisturize your lips. So I'm just using this lip balm that I got from Trader Joe's, and it's super moisturizing, that's why I use it, but it's also really random. And then that's all the skincare really, and I just wanted to touch a little bit on what you eat, and basically something that keeps me eating healthy other than my body looking good and feeling good is my skin, because a lot of people are more sensitive to certain foods. Like I'm very sensitive to dairy. It shows up in my skin like the day after I eat it. Some people are sensitive to gluten and that shows on their skin, or processed foods. When I eat fried or processed foods, that shows up in my skin a lot. And I can make a whole video on this later, and like foods you should avoid, foods you should eat. but they're basically the main idea that makes it really simple is you should just eat things that are natural, because your skin cells reproduce daily and they're reproducing out of the things that you eat. And so what I think of when I'm tempted to eat unhealthy is, why would I want my body to be made up of these processed foods or these fried foods? Like, I want to live long, I want to have glowing skin for as long as I can. Why would I put that at risk by eating fried foods and processed foods and things that just aren't natural and from the earth, and then be made up of that? So anyways, that's just a little spiel, but I can make a whole video on how you really are what you eat and what things you should eat to make your skin glow, because there are a lot of things that I eat that I notice make my skin literally glow from within, or just not have any blemishes. And I'm getting off on a tangent, but yeah, I can make a video about that will help you know what to eat and know what's right for your skin. So just let me know if you want to see that, and like this video if you want to see more like it, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.